Hey everybody, it's Chris with the Reptiles and Oddities. We are back from vacation of South Padre Island. I am 35 years old now, so had fun on vacation. So I'm back here at home at my reptile room, as you can tell. The rabbits in the background, and I'm at my building. So got an interesting video to tell y'all, and it's gonna suck at the end. I'll sprinkle a little bit of it throughout the video. Let me get it around and start showing this building off and showing you what I've got done. So here's the building. Now first off, we got these big old logs. They're mounted in, so they're not coming apart, supporting that top up there. I do need to cut it, raise it, and add some more material out there because we do got to raise this roof up just a tad bit to make more of a arch on it. That's why I have not cut or trimmed the sides yet, because when you do that, that's going to suck that up a little bit more, and you actually, if you cut it right there, you'll be a little bit past it where it'll fall down on the inside. So yeah, but I got these on there, look really cool. I like how the wood look to it. Now I do got to do a little bit more work to them, like especially at the top and the bottom. So yeah, got me a couple signs already. It says welcome foolish mortals, ghost town, population 0, some Halloween stuff. Thought it'd be pretty neat because it's awesome. My birthday is on July 5th, the start of spooky season. So yeah, now I did these double doors because one, this door, actually this is movable, as you can tell. That's not secured in there, but yeah, so this is the smaller door, which won't be used half the time, only whenever we need to actually move a big cage in or out, and then we'll be able to take that center post out, and this will turn to a big old door. This, on the other hand, I do got to fix the bottom porch or raise those up a little bit. I'll figure something out. I bet I could just raise the doors up a little bit and it'll be fine. But so got this all set up, so doors are on. It is able to be locked now, and yeah, now this, I gotta come back and redo this. This was just something we did right before we went on vacation. I wanted to fill all the holes up to make sure nothing got in there like it did. So I went through here, the boards, and started nailing stuff on. I think these are some of the biggest gaps in here, so racoon is not gonna be able to get in there. So yeah, so like I said, I ain't gonna cut the roof until I raise it up, especially the front, and make sure the roof is all secured. And then I'll cut it last, because I don't want to cut now and then find out, hey, that's actually sucked in too far to where it doesn't work. So it's that. I think the raccoon got in from the back of here, but I got it all covered up now to where nothing's getting in there. A snake or something small, like a little rat or mouse, could get in there, but nothing big like a raccoon. So that's not good. That is really not good. That line came off. That line came off. That's my irrigation line. Well, like I said, I'm back. So now I got to figure things out, and we're cleaning this whole room up. We're going to rearrange everything, even though the floor's not in. But we're going to go ahead and hang walls up, or not walls. We're going to hang shelves up and everything like that, and get everything situated and organize it, because it is a freaking mess in here. This has all been construction. If you can go back on my videos and see that this was just bare nothing. This is actually all metal there, and that was just one small room. Now it's this big old room. So yeah, okay, so now what I still got to do, I got to put the floor in. Still, like I said, raise that roof up, which is maybe another few inches, and then I got to go through and put screws in and mount those actually in. So I'm probably gonna I do got boards big thick boards up there, like 2x4 studs up there, so maybe I could just run a screw through that and just anchor everything in there. So yeah, I do got these boards. Let's see, I've got this one right here, I've got another one laying right there, and I've got another one somewhere else. I can put a shelf up and start organizing a lot of this junk. So yeah, now here's comes the sucky part. As you know, we had this big old cage set up right here as this 20-gallon rack system. Well, like the lights aren't on right now because it's still pretty early in the morning. The lights come on at least about 8 o'clock, because right now our power system that we got here kind of sucks. Of course, temperatures are staying really well. Yeah, now once we get hooked up to a 30 amp system from OG&E, then things are going to change big time. So you'll get fully back online. But make sure all the reptiles are nice and healthy. Nobody's trying to survive or anything like that. They're all living just peacefully and perfect. I do a welfare check every single day, and I correct what I gotta do. So yeah, but as you can tell, you see how there's a bend in that. So I just need to raise this up just a tad bit. Then I need to build the floor on out that way, and then once that's done, everything is ready to go. As you can tell already, I think that cage is going to fit right there perfect. And then I'll have this whole side right here to do what I need to do with. So yeah. Okay, now here comes the part. While I was moving these cages, you got to take all the 20 gallons off, and then you can get it to where you can pull it. Okay. The Texas rat, which is that one right there, was down there. When I pulled that one out, the drawer came out with it because they're on ball bearing, soft closed drawers. My lavender, albino, het G-stripe, Siberdorf retic was curled up under there. All of a sudden I was like, what the H? Why is she in there? So I grabbed her, and I know she had a little split right up her lip. She's good now. I've been doctoring her. I got a doctor today. And then I came over here, and I found the cage was open, about just that much. And I found blood, and I found there's dirt on here, okay, because there's dirt there, so imprints do get made. I found a raccoon print, and I found some raccoon scat in here. It's cleaned up now. And my Malaysian retic is gone. Yeah, it sucks. I looked, and I've still been looking everywhere for her. I've been climbing these trees as far as I can go, risking a damn fall, about 20 or so feet up there. But I'm trying to find her. I'm trying to find her. Y'all see the videos. Y'all saw the pictures. How calm she was. How trusting she was with me. That something like this happened. And trust me, I'm out for blood. I'm out. I'm out for blood. Okay, I'm searching these, and when I'm looking, I'm taking a pistol with me. So if I see that raccoon, but pew pew, it's gone. Okay, not done with this. Okay, I want my animals to stay safe. I want to keep my animals long term. I don't want no damn varmint getting in here and destroying everything and getting to my animals and eating them. Okay. Now, this happened a day after my birthday. Okay, I think. If I remember I'm correct on timelines. We didn't leave until that Friday, so that gave us a few days. I looked every day, and I think it was on Wednesday, I started smelling something deceased. Not very strong, just really faint. Couldn't find it, and now it's gone. I'm kind of thinking that might be what is left of Elvira. that's what one part of me is saying. The other part of me is saying, like, no, she's still out there. We'll find her. But the more and more I look, the more and more I'm not able to find her. I do have the rats. You would think she would smell that and maybe go by there and hang around there because she knows where the food's at. Or the rabbits. Or she'd be up in the tree somewhere. She's a 6-foot reticulated python. So she's a mainland, she's a Malaysian, yellowhead, beautiful snake. I hate it. Now, am I going to get me another retic? Yes, I am. I've already talked to Bob Clark, and y'all can say what you want to say about Bob. He's done nothing but good for me. Okay? So, I will give me another one, but it's not going to be tomorrow or this weekend. It'll be a little ways later on because I love retics. They're just so incredible. They're so smart. They're beautiful and they're majestic. They're an apex predator. Just to build a relationship with an apex predator is just incredible. I'm not talking about a relationship like a best friend or something like that, but I'm just talking like a trusting one that the snake can know that I'm not going to hurt it, or that I can actually work with it without it being fearful or aggressive. That's it. So, but yeah, it sucks. I hate it, and I've been searching as much as I can, but yeah, I just know that every damn hole is filled in this damn reptile room where a varmint can't get in. Now a varmint can dig in. That's all we need to get the floor done, and we need to get the roof done to where it is actually screwed down to the wood and then spray foamed the rest of the gaps. So, but as right now, it'll take something like a raccoon a little bit of time to get in here, and hopefully by that time I can hear it. But every cage has a lock on it now. So, you have to take a key to open every single cage. Yeah. I live in the country, and I'm backed up to the woods. I'm going to have wild animals here. And I love the wild animals. It just comes a time whenever they interfere with the animals that I have that they needed. Yeah. So, yeah, really awesome that I got the building basically structurally up. Now comes part to do the floor, and then do the spray foam, and do the roof. And then get a couple of pieces of the wall done so I can mount the gas heater in there up and actually run the propane through the wall, go ahead and fill the tank up and be ready. Here comes, say, September. So we're in the middle of July. Got August, September. October is when it really starts cooling down. So I got to do that. Now the deal is, I've got these baby ball pythons. Everyone's eating. Everybody took their first meal. I'm about to offer their second meal. I'm going to get a couple more feedings in them. Make sure they're doing good. They're available. $125 all day. There you go. Only thing I'm going to say is, if you want photos, ask. I'll send photos. If you want any other questions, DM me on Instagram or TikTok and do that. And if this is your first snake, please do your research. If you have questions, I'll answer them. So that's really it. $125 for a ball python, and the male was a desert ghost, spot nose, orange glow het clown. That was it. And the female, she's a pastel, spot, sugar, and I don't know what else. But yeah, I'm getting out of ball pythons. I'm only gonna keep that one female. But all the babies are going, so I'm not gonna have no holdbacks. I don't really want to work with ball pythons. I'm not in this for the money. I am in this for the passion. The money's nice, but I love working with snakes. So if I can sell those to get the babies, to get this whole reptile room, go ahead and get it finished so my animals can survive, great. I also got these baby mangrove pit vipers available. So let me see if the camera will pick them up, because my two close image cameras settings are not the greatest. So alright, make sure there's not one there. Just look at that. Mangrove pit vipers. They are available. You can donate and I can gift you one of them, or we can trade for one. Now I got one already going, and then I got another one that might be going. Might do a trade on another one. Now I am holding back one of these, so I've got 3 more available, and those are mangrove pit vipers. They're purple faced with pumpkin orange eyes. Really awesome, really bright orange eyes. So really awesome. Oh yeah, I got a bunch of lizards. When we were down in South Padre, I grabbed a bunch of freaking geckos and some anoles, so I could get a breeding colony going, and then I can start feeding lizards to the mangrove pit vipers, because they're lizard eaters. They don't like touching mice. They much rather die before they touch mice. So yeah. But oh look, I don't know if you can see them. I don't know if you can see them, but Bob the rat snake is out. So yeah, I got quite a few rats. I don't got quite a few. I got 2 rats and 1 corn. That's my colubrids. So, alright guys, well, sucks. I lost my prized reptile, my Malaysian retic. She was actually about to get an upgrade on her enclosure as soon as I got this room done. But I know, I'll get me another one, and this time I'll be watching over like a hawk. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time before I do get me another one. So, because I love retics, there's just something about a giant apex predator. It's just freaking awesome. And what's the luck that I'll be walking out here and all of a sudden right on camera I find her? Because I've been looking in the trees, like seriously. I've been looking in the trees for her, spotlighting at night. Every chance I get, I'm out here looking. Just hopefully, maybe there's some part of me that's saying, hey, she actually made it, and that smell I was smelling was the raccoon she got, and just left it because I got into a scramble. But we got hogs, we got raccoons, possums, and all that, and who knows? She wasn't a vicious snake. She was a nice, calm one. So, yeah. Sucks, but that's what happens when you're constructing a reptile building, when you have reptiles. It'd been a lot easier if I didn't own any reptiles, and then but I didn't do that. This whole idea was, I had my reptiles, and we decided, hey, we're going to move and we're going to get into a camper and we're going to save the money up so we can get a barnuminium built on hopefully 10 acres or 5 acres. And what are we going to do with the reptiles? Well, I would just build something for them. Yeah, it'll be great when it's done, but in the time being, when we get to the road to getting to the finish line, we're going to have some bumps and hiccups. And I was hoping those bumps and hiccups would come in actually the structural part, not animals' lives. So, yeah. But Alright guys and gals, well, again, get out there and work with your animals, love your animals. You don't know when something's going to happen, and that might be the last day you get to work with your animal, because we never see the future. I didn't think nothing like this was going to happen. It just also was just completely random, and it seems like the bad stuff happens at random parts. I wish we could actually see when something bad was coming down the pipeline so that we could prepare for it, but we can't. So again, you love your reptiles, you love your dogs, love your family and all that stuff, because you don't know when the last day is there. That's it. So, and it does suck. And yes, I looked at my retic like a family member. Okay? I'm going to just come out and say it. Yes, I did look at Elvira like that. Because how nice she was, how calm she was. She wasn't like my Superdorf. My Superdorf, as soon as you put her down on the ground and walk past her, she gets into defensive mode. No, with Elvira, she was always nice and calm, and she would have her bad moments, but come on, it's everybody. So, but yeah. Alright, well, if something happens and I do find her, my God, y'all see that video out quicker than snot. But if I get me another retic, again, you'll see that. And that one, if it's a morph, it's got to be a pretty unique looking morph of a mainland retic. But if not, I want a locality like a Sulawesi or Malaysian or Borneo. So, I want something just absolutely beautiful, because that's going to be an ambassador animal at my reptile zoo. So, yeah. I know lately I've been doing a lot of rambling videos. I've been showing this building off because, one, it is to the reptile community, because I am building it to hold my reptiles and be podcast, which I got a podcast coming up on the 24th. We got to record, so I got to make sure I got everything figured up and cleaned up for that. So yeah, so if you haven't checked it out, check out the Hobby Hanger podcast with my buddies Tristan and Carrot, and I am a guest co-host on there. So yeah, alright, well, Reptile House, the Reptile Saloon is getting built. So we'll catch you on the next one, and I'll show y'all something else that I have done on this freaking room. And hopefully I'm not coming back with another casualty talking about the whole building. Hopefully coming back saying, hey, we got the floor done. Hey, we got spray foam done. Something. Alright, we'll talk to you later. Sorry for just all the rambling, but I just want to explain to y'all Elvira situation and show y'all that, hey, this thing is getting done further, because I want to show the progress on this building. Okay, until next time, guys. See ya.